Reality TV star Todd Chrisley, once known for his flashy lifestyle and witty one-liners on Chrisley Knows Best, has opened up about what he calls one of the darkest moments of his entire life, the very first night he spent behind prison walls. In a deeply emotional interview, Todd described how the reality of his situation hit him the moment the cell door closed and the lights went out. He says he lay on that prison bunk, staring into the darkness, consumed by fear and regret. With tears streaming down his face, he cried himself to sleep, overwhelmed by questions he couldn't answer. He even admits that in that moment, he was angry at God, wondering why he had been abandoned at what felt like his lowest point. Todd says prison stripped away every comfort and luxury he had once taken for granted. The man who was used to grand houses, designer clothes, and a bustling family life suddenly found himself with nothing but four cold walls and endless time to think. He says those long nights forced him to confront his mistakes, his pride, and his faith in ways he never had before. One of the hardest parts, he says, was the separation from his wife, Julie. While Todd was serving time at a prison camp in Pensacola, Florida, Julie was nearly 600 miles away at a federal medical center in Lexington, Kentucky. For over 2 years, they were apart, missing birthdays, holidays, graduations, and countless moments they once shared freely as a family. Julie herself has spoken about how painful it was to spend those years away from her children, saying that no amount of calls or letters can ever replace the moments she lost. For the Chrisleys, who built their public image around family togetherness, that distance was a daily heartbreak. But even behind bars, Todd says he found perspective and a new kind of strength. He realized how many simple blessings he'd overlooked, like attending church with his family, taking his kids out to dinner, or just sitting on his porch at home. He says losing those freedoms made him appreciate them more than he ever thought possible. In May 2025, after serving 28 months of their sentences, both Todd and Julie received full pardons from President Trump. Their release has given them a second chance, and they say they don't want to waste it. Todd has hinted that he wants to use this experience to help others, especially people who feel lost or broken. He's spoken about his renewed faith and his belief that God had a bigger plan for him all along, even when it felt like he was being punished and forgotten. Now back with his family, Todd says he's committed to rebuilding what was lost and doing it with more humility and gratitude than ever before. He hopes that by sharing the raw truth about his first night in prison, people will understand just how fragile freedom is and how easily it can be taken away. His message is clear: cherish the small moments, hold your loved ones close, and never take a single day of freedom for granted.